Unfortunately, this is a basking shark, and they're vegetarians. They feed on plankton, not people.
He was still going to go check him out.
Well, in fact, the kayaker jumped into the water to swim with the creature.
Yeah, he said he knew what he was.
Yeah.
Apparently more like a whale. Look at that thing.
Huge.
Unbelievable.
Pretty big fin there.
Impressive. Impressive.
Dun, 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 dun.
They crown like this. All right, you guys, let's start with some great American streaks. We're going to focus on sports here.
Yeah.
Lance Armstrong wins 7 Tour de France titles. Pretty impressive. If you remember back, Brett Favre, most consecutive NFL retirements, right? He's got 4 or however many he had. Yeah,
impressive.
Yeah, and actually, I'm kind of in the middle of this. I have most consecutive buttons on a suit, actually. I'm doing pretty well in that category. And now we are closing in on a rough setup here. We are 52 straight days without a decent storm system in the metro area. No measurable precip at the Sunport. How far could this streak go? Well, as we look out into our models here, it could end up being well into the 60s before we start to see the chance at a decent storm here. We'll see if this ends up panning out, but we could easily hit 66, maybe more than that, days in a row without any measurable precip. By the way, the record's over 100, so we're not near that yet, but it's been a rough go. 56 in the metro, west-southwest winds for us at 10 miles an hour. 30s and 40s off to the north. Central sections mainly in the 50s, down to the south, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Winds are still up a bit out there, especially considering the time of night. They'll continue to fall throughout the night tonight, but still wind gusts at 29 Ruidoso, 23 Las Vegas, 22 Santa Fe, and 25 Los Alamos, a little more elevated than we usually see at this point in the evening. Most of the moisture staying off to our north tonight over the Rockies and up into areas of the Midwest. That's pretty much the deal throughout the weekend here. All the storms right off to our north, so we end up with the possibility of a few snow showers northern tier of New Mexico near the Colorado state line, maybe a little rain mixed in with that throughout the weekend, but nothing that's really going to help us. We'll keep the winds going here, breezy to windy conditions across the area, but it's just not going to be the kind of scenario that can really help us with snowpack, and the snowpack has gotten so bad at this point. Look at where we are. We're 98% below normal in the Sacramento Mountains. A very rough go there. Over into the Gila, same sort of situation here where we are well below average too, 85% below normal for this time of year across the south, and even across the north, we're still 50 to 60% below normal as well, so not a good setup for us. 40s and 50s across the Four Corners throughout the next day or so, and then even as we head into, say, Sunday and Monday, could see a quick shower or two around Durango and Farmington, but it's not going to be a big deal. But you guys are really the only ones with a chance, with the exception of the northern mountains, to pick up a little bit of snow. Everybody else is going to be dry. 60s and 70s across the south and west, over into the southeast. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow. West winds 10 to 20, so not as gusty as it's been, but still, it's going to be plenty of wind to deal with. And Roswell extended forecast, very nice temperature-wise. Unfortunately, we just don't get any precip. North and east, we'll gust them up to 35 tomorrow afternoon. So it's not like there's not going to be any wind. It's still going to be with us throughout the weekend with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Over the northern mountains, temperatures here, 50s and 60s as well. Spot mixes possible. We can grab an odd inch of snow here and there over the high peaks, but it's just not going to make much of a difference. Santa Fe extended forecast, high 50s throughout the weekend, low 60s by Monday. East Mountains and out toward Estancia and Moriarty, well, for the most part in the 60s. West winds 15 to 25 miles an hour. Partly cloudy in the metro for tomorrow. Nice day. 67 in the valley, 65 in the heights, and 66 out in Rio Rancho. 10 to 20 mile an hour winds. So you'll feel them out there. Albuquerque extended forecast. Partly cloudy next couple of days. Then we'll clear it out for the beginning of next week with temperatures well into the 60s.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
We'll be right back with Friday Night Sports.